corner
we've got our
the
timeline
screen.
there on the side showing us exactly where we are in the eclipse.
Exactly. And we can see from the timeline that we are just past maximum eclipse. That is the point where the moon is at its deepest point into the Earth's shadow. That's when the moon is at its faintest and at its reddest. So now for the rest of the eclipse, the moon is going to be slowly moving out of the Earth's shadow. We still have about 35 minutes of totality to run. We still have the second partial phase of the eclipse to come. That's when everything happens in reverse compared to what we saw earlier. At the beginning of the eclipse, we saw the Earth's dark shadow eating into the face of the moon. During that second partial phase, we will see the Earth's dark shadow slowly uncovering the moon. At the moment on the screen, we have feeds on the right hand side. We have our two feeds from Hawaii, from Waimea, from the Starry Nights in Waimea, and below them from the Subaru Asahi Star Camera. At the top of Mauna Kea, we have that great sky view taken from next door to the Subaru telescope. And Anna, on our main feed, on the big screen, we have the pictures coming in from the Time and Date Mobile Observatory in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. And we had practice that they were going to be in Roswell, New Mexico. And we thought we had a solar eclipse a couple of weeks ago and it was hectic. And we thought this was going to be a quiet one. New Mexico is dry. It's non-cloudy, but Mobile Observatory, our colleagues Konstantin Bikos and Stefan Thorsen had to put their skates on, get in the car and travel 8 hours, 9 hours, I'm not sure. It was a long drive west to Arizona to get clear skies. And I've been hearing here in the break they've been running on adrenaline and energy drinks because they haven't been getting a lot of sleep between the jet lag and they're getting ready for this eclipse. So we're going to bring on our colleague Konstantin Bikos onto the screen now. And there he is. Hi,
Hello.
Konstantin. How are you?
Hi, Anna and Graham. Nice to see you. I'm
Nice
live
to see
from
you.
Tucson, Arizona. Tired, cold, haven't had a shower in ages, but enjoying the show.
This is so much fun. And we know you ended up in Tucson, Arizona, but how did you choose? How did you end up there?
We have been looking at weather projections for days, every minute of every day in the last few days, trying to find that sliver of blue skies that you can kind of rely on. And southern Arizona in the last few days got more and more secure, the most secure location for us to be to film, to bring you these nice clear images without clouds. So
Yep.
there was no option, unfortunately, to stay in Roswell. We're really sad about this. I mean, it's fantastic and beautiful here in Tucson, but we wanted to be in Roswell with our friends from the Roswell Astronomy Club. But just goes to show nature does its own thing and sent us clouds, so we couldn't stay there, unfortunately.
And you've been literally chasing the eclipse. And tell us a little bit about your adventures over the past couple of days. We've been reading a little bit about it on our live news feed on timeanddate.live, but tell us a little bit about what you guys have been up to since you left HQ in Stavanger, Norway.
Yes, well, it's been what a trip it's been. We have traveled across the Atlantic Ocean and many hours in a plane and many hours in a car, across the prairies of eastern New Mexico. It's beautiful there, and you feel alone with the sky. It's beautiful. And we got to Roswell and got to meet the lovely folks at the Roswell Astronomy Club and their president, Peggy Berlin, whom I think you will also interview later in the show. and who has been such great help setting up everything in Roswell. And unfortunately, we couldn't stay there. And yesterday, we got up at 4 o'clock and started driving westward to Arizona, and it was quite a trip. What can I say?
Wow, yeah, that is quite an eclipse chasing adventure you've had.
Literally.
So Konstantin, I mean, it's now it's 10 past 4 in the morning in Tucson. So we are heading towards the end of the night and sunrise, and the moon is going to be setting. I think we're going to be losing the moon there round about the end of the partial phase of this eclipse.
Yes, correct.
How is the sky looking now, sort of between the moon and the horizon where it's going to be setting? Is it all clear skies all the way down? Is there any cloud lurking?
It's the weather forecasts were right, so at least we got that one right in the bag. So yes, the skies are clear. It's looking perfect.
Excellent, great. So we will be enjoying your stream from Tucson right the way through to the end of the partial phase of the eclipse.
We're very happy about
Wonderful.
that. And if you're interested in more, go to timeanddead.live. There you can read about Konstantin and Stefan's adventures. And we will be back here with this beautiful moon from Tucson, Arizona soon.